Hello! Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So I'm back again with more art for my art tour. And thank you so much for coming to this edition of my art tour. Okay, so the premise of this whole thing is that I got an instruction from a friend of mine to do a poem. And the instructions said, the instruction was on a postcard, this postcard here. As you can see, there's a cowboy and a dog in the universe. And the instruction was, this man and dog are in astrological transit. Use the power of your cosmic wisdom to guide them to their home. So that was my instruction. How am I supposed to follow that instruction if I don't know whose astrological chart I'm using? Whose chart do I use? At first I was thinking the artist, I can use his chart, but then I didn't even know his birthday and I felt that was a little invasive. Maybe I could just find someone on the internet, use them as a cowboy. But then I started writing the poem and I thought, well, I'll just use the time that poem was starting to be written and use that as the cowboy. And that worked out really well. The person who would have been born at that moment was very cowboy-like. Anyway, as I was sort of making these discoveries about how I should do this, I was going into Michael Castile's as an artist. I found out that he runs this press, which printed this postcard, Puddles of the Sky Press. And so I ordered some things from Puddles of the Sky Press. To My Beloved Puppy is a collection of poems by a 14-year-old about their puppy, Brady Kumpf, and very adorable. Michael Castile sent me, well, I don't think maybe I ordered this, but it came in. Same with this, came without me ordering it, but it's a joke, kind of. Like a tree walks into a library. So it's like a rope walks into a bar. A voice says, the end is coming. A second voice says, let's make a deal. Great little piece of paper. I love it. I also ordered Dale Tracy and what it satisfies, because I happen to know Dale from some mysterious place. Somewhere. I happen to know her. And then I ordered this, which is Mandala by Michael Castile, that comes with this beautiful mandala. And words. And then The Dollhouse by Allison Chisholm. I happen to know. Signed by Allison. I got it signed by. I got Dale Tracy to sign my copy and Allison. Anyway, Puddles of the Sky Press. You can have all of these things yourself. So this poem is kind of like, it's sort of a, okay, let me show you the picture. I'll kind of explain it, and then the poem will explain it. Okay, so these are kind of like time-lapse pictures of stars moving around, but they're also kind of boob-like, because it's the Milky Way. And then who features very prominently in this poem and this whole idea. So kind of boob-like, kind of eye-like also. Eye-like and boob-like. And then we have the cowboy himself, young cowboy, someone a little naive maybe at first. And then we have marigold, like a planet of marigolds. This represents cows and like a closed-in, modest femininity, as opposed to the screaming, screeching femininity of the Milky Way. And then we have the dog person, dog individual, who's singing the Milky Way into existence. And then over here we have the horse individual who's singing the Milky Way into existence. Just like little words coming out, maybe not singing. Then later in the poem, as the cowboy matures, he descends into the heart of the dog. And he realizes that he's been taken by the universe. He's been fooled by the universe. He's been played by the universe. And that he's actually an innocent and maybe a little bit of an unlucky person. And then, and he realizes this because he sings, and that's why I have George Harrison here with his guitars. And then I have a little horse in the background, grazing horsey. And then the horse down here is listening for the sound of the universe, which makes it sound like this pointy. And there's a lot of red, which represents passion, but also blood and Mother Nature, who also features in the poem. So this is my poem. It's called Cowboy Dog Universe. And here it is. Cowboy Dog Universe. Over here, loving cowboys, like everyone's original dog hearts, innocent dog hearts, born the way they are. Innocent dog hearts. Signing up for what life and death we all have. Children goddess born from the lively Mother Milky Way. The lively Mother Milky Way, intelligent Mother Earth, and talkative, energetic, and ferocious Mother Nature. That part of town's chance details, agreeably, generously to the audience, less than half the cowboy stories poet told, and with a lot of convenient fade-outs, because of the beloveded, horse-backed, hard-body cowboy fan club fever, falling in a love-grip pinch, bypassingly, unredeemingly, like falling into life. Apart from falling in love, peopler war accessories have more choice when swept into a Western cowboy cause, although it doesn't seem like that. A cowboy grin with an inwardly gleeful face flushed for the morose, simple, deadly public pronouncement. So out comes the daily work of 10 years waiting in cowherd anticipation, a 700-point detailed dominating war plan, joyfully put to use. Cowboy seriousness about what the right thing might be to do, but maybe it isn't, except it's what he's born for. Anyway, new energy beyond working cattle acres every day, from the dominant, rough-housing, sister-savvy Milky Way, bestows ferocious, feminine, intricate knowledge of her heart's politic on him, and incidentally spoils out a lucrative cowboy fortune won in battle and in cattle. Above the level of the product nursing she-cattle and butcher's business, the person of the dog and horse used as tools, the cattle a collective noun for the womanhood of cows, far lowering from the indomitable womanhood of the Milky Way. So for a cowboy, falling in love falls up to semblance to the business-supporting, sharp-tongued matron-employer, the ruthless blood-red machine Mother Nature. The sought-after moneyed lover woman is close enough to the calculating, eternal She-Ra in Twisted Take. Thrilled spirit quested of the North American West, cutthroat entrepreneur, the rumbling Mother Earth's son, and domesticated dog heart-bound, is a permanently prospective lover of the sharp-tongued woman, who, if you don't stop crying, will give you something to cry about. The rancher eats up and wags up the resemblance. The eternal natural mother is equally joyful beginnings and endings, translates into a series of ruthless she's who show off their self-tearing into envious ribbons, otherwise ribbon-tearing, ruthless hearts and minds plenty in the watering dust of the clapboard porch and cupboard, and bodies into women, nature for those sharp-tongued she's, who seek the she-passionate, destroying cowhand, pacifying and cowhand, domesticating, possession-transferring transaction. In the world of our horsemen, money-making is a virgin empire. The cowboy, initially betraying nothing, soul-searchingly touches again and again his tender second thoughts. With domestication comes a new what-if obsession, brings the thinking cowboy endless persistent rumination and preoccupation with do-gooders and do-gooderism, turning mean-spiritedly and with fascination and secret admiration, all the while she-horn nature rumbling like thunder and pouring rain on rock and mud, lightning striking, earth nature rumbling, quaking, floods destroying. A lifelong young to old chorus lady nature jeers in himself and around him, between and around cowboy vast adventures, spreading himself with love across the harsh earth away from home in quiet moments. Cycles of tumult show him what to expect, so that under the spell of the campfire and the faraway stars of the spacious galaxy he's in, as he's seen done, the cowboy strums a new guitar, and barely audibly, like a cry, sings his first words. The good dog heart song within shivers the cowboy's passions. History. With flowering of sensitivity, open voice, he realizes his good, true dog nature. This true dog nature, and how strange life itself, with his scruff in the milky hand, has complicated him. The song sounds innocent even to him, and talks about goodness and innocence and sweetness itself, and not how the treacherous, universal mother's nature is his nature, and he is treacherous nature itself, contracted by nature for dirty jobs. The first song-tender hearers and witnesses openly seek out this perceived heart-softening, whom the bewildered, proud, and hot cowboy furiously throws himself into rebukes, derision, and threats. To his intimate friends with problems, the ranching man continues invariably recommending sabotage and violent revenge, as a matter of course for every arising situation. Secretly, with the blossoming late-night stream of his reedy private thoughts, which sing inwardly in his sweet, reedy voice, a protecting and gently breeze around his vulnerable change of heart emerges, a breeze around new complexity of understanding and sympathy for the underdog, as he realizes he might have been unlucky, even if he didn't know it, and how the unlucky and poor appear before him, slowly seeping into his entrepreneurial acts. Later versions, after the echoing, cold, eternal galaxy of the calculating Milky Way emerge, the wounding, remorseless, childbearing, domineering, lover-woman universe incarnate, chatty as Mother Nature, and they would now ask him, since he's made his fortune already, his opinion about decorating the house, the entertainment they take in, the clothes they're wearing, how he feels he fits into the material world, and what his childhood was like, oddly seeing him as a man separate from his horse and cattle, seeing his world and what he has and lives in and wears, for a while means discovering his own preferences for another, far away and foreign mysteriously, not cattle-like, but cow-like feminine, and another far away and tentatively allowing her to dress him the way that a mother would, in what the world is, and what new parts he hasn't even seen yet of the exotic earth. Another wave of healing complexity floats over him like a violet veil, his thoughtful, unwasted, shy, private, secret feelings fluttering and shuffling around through the veils of his own heart over. So that's my poem. I don't know if this collage is completely finished. It feels like it might not be, but I think I might. I've started actually a poem about cows to go with this poem, and it's a longer poem, so I wanted to talk more about the cows, because I didn't actually have cows here. I just had miracles, which represented cows. And so that's exciting. And other than that, I'm working on my photo show. I've got a nice prototype for structure and cow poems, cow pictures. I might stick this picture together with a cowboy picture. The pterodactyl pictures that I did, I stuck them together and it worked out pretty well. So I'm looking forward to that. And my novel and what else? Oh, I'm going to do another video soon about Maureen Walton, who has a book project that I've endorsed with a blurb. And so I'm going to tell you about that in another video, but not this one. And Petals of the Sky Press, local artist, Michael Castiles, lots of local writing, and I've been really getting into this great documentary on Netflix called K-Food, which is, it's called K-Food, A Nation of Broth, which is about Korean cooking, Korean traditional cooking. Very exciting, and especially if you're a foodie. I'm a vegan, so I don't eat meat, but it makes you want to eat meat because it cooks the meat. So everything. Anyway, yeah, K-Food, great documentary. Anyway, other than that, I hope y'all are having a good time. I just celebrated my 10-year anniversary on Twitter, which is great. I really love Twitter. And I hope you guys are having a good time. Things are going fine for me as usual. Anyway, I'm sending lots of love to everybody. And I hope you guys are having a good one. And I'll talk to you later.